Alright, so here's how it all started. Me and Warren were walking down the street, realizing that there's subtlety to things. And we're kind of wandering around, walking around, and then all of a sudden, we have to stop for a while. And we have to discuss this whole thing that we're going through, right? And so, we ask ourselves, which direction do we have to take in order to receive balance? And these statistic questions that we're constantly battling about. And so, in the meantime, there's a voice talking to me, asking me, who do you think is the most reliable person you've ever met in the past? To which I reply, well, there was no person in the first place, right? And of course it couldn't have been anything, because first of all, we had just planned this a couple of years ago, and because the balance had been cut off, we originally had to make out what was going to happen. So in the course of a few weeks, we go through this papers of numbers and postmarks and everything, and we realize that someone has taken a mark off of it. Someone has misplaced the whole plan. So in any case, we've been going through these files, right? And we see that there's something missing. For whatever reason, we can't figure it out. But we call up a few friends of ours that have been very reliable. So I have to go through this thing in my mind. I have to go through this scenario again. And I find myself in the woods. I remember this part where I've been walking around and going for a walk. And in some way I had to make a choice. So I had a yellow, a blue, and a green apple. And for some reason I'm wondering, why is this apple blue? I've never seen one of those. And in a way, I picked the blue one because there's something weird about it. And I break it in half, and there's a note in it that says we're all dead. It was like water under the bridge. We couldn't do anything about it. And I ask Warren, I call him up, and I ask him, why? Where's the fourth kind? Where's the fourth kind of this? And he says, well, first of all, you have to figure this out for yourself. Because I've already told you this 1,000 times.
Stop right there. Why'd you pick up those files in the first place?
Well, because we thought it was good sport. We believed in this. We thought we could get somewhere with this. We knew that if we could drag this on for as long as possible, we knew that we could win this case. So we had a chat with each other for about 2 hours. We sat in this conference room and we're looking at each other thinking, we have candles and we have to put them out.
They told me that story already. Why did they confront you?
Well, you see, Ellis, that's where we're splitting hairs. It's like the same thing. We're talking about the same thing here. But you don't realize that the thing you're talking about, this ongoing investigation, has been lost. But you don't realize that. It's gone forever. Now we have to move on with this next thing that we're going on about. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, you haven't explained anything to me about them, or why are they important, or who do they matter to, or... like, what?
Here's the situation. It's all written down here. It's all in these files right here. They're so important that I can't talk about them. I can't give them to you. Here's what's going to happen. Me and Warren, we're going to take a walk. And after that walk is done, everything's going to be changed. This voice that I've been talking about is going to be silent. It's not going to be talking anymore. We're going to have these deals closed. In the near future, we're all going to be gone. We're going to be gone for the better. That's what we're going to fight for. But it's all in here. It's all multiplied within different layers of inner demons. I mean, the thing is, we've been having these issues over the years, me and Warren, right? And so, for whatever reason, I can't figure out where this is going. You've been talking to him, right?
Absolutely.
And what did he say?
He didn't think it was any idea.
But the thing is, I've been trying to figure this out during my whole career, but it doesn't make sense to me because these files have been containing many different questions and many different answers, right? And I ask Warren, what the hell is this happening for? And he tells me, well, you already know the answer to that. We went down to South Africa several years ago, and we had to look at a museum, right? The Mall Museum in the west coast of South Africa. And we witnessed this kind of weird incident. And we see that someone is looking at us. And he's looking at us with a very mysterious look. And he confronts us by saying, you don't know what you're doing here. We're going to mess you up real bad. We can't mess this up. This is all craziness. That's what I've been telling you. You understand that?
I guess that makes sense.
But it wouldn't, in a sense, because we've been looking at this for a long time. I've been trying to ask myself, what are we doing this for? Why the hell are we doing this?
Well, that's what I'm wondering, too. It's like, in a way, you should get to the point.
But that's what I've been trying to do. I mean, one thing that I realize is that we're just kids fooling around and making stupid little jokes. Right?
That's about the size of it.